Drafting Christian McCaffrey last season at his discount gave you a 71.9% chance of making the playoffs. So, who are 5 running backs with that same top 5 upside that Christian McCaffrey gave you? I'm here to let you know. This is Jagger and this is a running back breakouts video. First one is a favorite that people have been telling you to draft regardless of where he's been going, and right now he's still going at the top of the second round in 1 QB leagues. It's Kenneth Walker. The Chiefs have rostered some of the most inefficient backs we've ever seen in Isaiah Pacheco and the ghost of what was Kareem Hunt. Now, early in his career, Kareem Hunt, very good running back, and that's actually what I want to point at. When Andy Reid has had a running back that's on the right side of 28 years old and has all the skills and efficiency to be a solid running back, they've been great. If you look back at LaShawn McCoy, Brian Westbrook, he knows how to use these running backs. Now, granted, that was a long time ago, but keep in mind, you're trying to compare people like Isaiah Pacheco, who's now a backup at best, and someone like Kareem Hunt, who's not even being rostered anymore, who are making up an RB1 in the algorithm very poorly. I think it shows that Kenneth Walker is going to be a significant upgrade. Moreover, I think that the Chiefs are going to be relying a lot more on the running game. As a lot more defenses are playing lighter, we're seeing more and more offenses are playing heavier. That's why we see 12 personnel. This is because you need to do what works against what the defense is giving you. You're going to get smaller linebackers. You're going to get heavier packages in a run game to bully those smaller guys. The Chiefs are making moves to mirror that. As they always say, it's a copycat lead, which means that if you're going to be in a Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid led offense, having an actual true bona fide RB1 gives you top 5 upside. He is a smash at the top of the second round. Next, we're going to stick in the second round here, and I'm going to go with an old but gold. Derrick Henry going at the 208. A slightly worse Derrick Henry is still going to be better than most players at 100%. That's a top 10 back in my book. Let's just look at the Ravens and Derrick Henry. Again, is Derrick Henry slightly older? Maybe he's lost a step? Yes, but that was a very, very fast step that he had, and that is a very, very large human. Moreover, Lamar Jackson was injured, and that offensive line was injured. Now, losing Tyler Linderbaum is huge, but I love Olavide Vega-Ione in the middle of that offense to help things along. I have high expectations, and I don't expect this offense to be as poor as some of the haters may tell you. He's going to have 10 to 12 touchdowns, and if this offensive line even has a modicum of improvement now that Declan Doyle is in town, I think that we're going to see a lot of those big, angry Derrick Henry runs, and right now you're getting him at the back end of the second round, sometimes the third round, depending on who you're drafting with. That is a smash draft running back. Before we go any further, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and hit the hype. This is a brand new channel and it'll help me out if you're on a mobile device. More importantly, we have our draft kit rolling out so you can start mock drafting. You can start setting your rankings. You can look at my rankings over at RotoWire.com. Use that code JAG20 at checkout. That's going to help you get 20% off all of our subscriptions and get you ready to win all draft season long. And we'll get back into it with another running back. This time you're getting him in the middle of the third round at 307. That's Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams' ADP reflects Blake Corum. Has he been an inefficient rusher at times? Yes. But that doesn't take away anything that he's done on third down. And those are money downs, not just for an offense, but for PPR. Particularly someone like Kyren Williams, who is a good pass blocker and can catch passes. We know that Sean McVay likes to have versatile players out there at all times because if you're moving specialists in and out of the formation, that's going to tip your hand, and he doesn't want to do that. Now, am I saying that Blake Corum is just not going to be a factor? No, but I like the bet and the cost because I think Kyren Williams not only has a safe floor, but if something happens to Blake Corum, who hasn't been a clean bill of health since he's been in the NFL and can't play on third down, and let's say he doesn't get on the field, and this is more smoke screens, I think that Kyren Williams is going to be an absolute smash because we've seen it before. We've seen him be an RB2 at times. I mean, a finish overall and a touchdown machine. There's going to be lots of touchdowns in this offense, and Kyren Williams can be a huge beneficiary. This is going to be boring for some people, but DeAndre Swift is a good running back in a good system. Now, I keep telling you, even bad running backs can struggle in bad systems, but what about mid or just okay backs? Let's say you don't agree with me that DeAndre Swift is a good back. He's still much better than most teams. You telling me that the Kansas City Chiefs wouldn't want DeAndre Swift last season? They would have liked him. More importantly, he catches passes in a system that loves to throw to running backs. Now, it's not the same as Detroit, and I keep telling people that because you have Caleb Williams and not Jared Goff. This means that they can throw downfield more. This means that they can rush with the quarterback, and that means that there's going to be less passes. So is the upside going to be Jahmyr Gibbs? Not quite, but the touchdowns is what I want to point at. We saw a lot of production towards the tail end of that season, and that's after a year 2 in a brand new system that is more complicated than others. Now that we're going to be into year 3 of Caleb Williams' career and year 2 within that same system, and they've improved that offensive line, and we hope to get more explosive plays that are a little bit more efficient. I think that DeAndre Swift could be a huge beneficiary, and everything that I've said about Kyren Williams minus the pass blocking, DeAndre Swift can do. Now, I'm not saying that he's useless or a scrub on third down passing, but a lot of times if it's third down and DeAndre Swift is out there, he's going to be catching passes, which gets us points. We don't play in points per pass block lead. We play in points per reception. So if he's going to be out there catching passes in explosive offense coached by Ben Johnson, what are we doing? You're getting him in the 5th round, and he's someone who has easy RB1 upside. Is RB5 maybe a little rich? It could be, but if anything that happens to Kyle Monanga or if he falls off, keep in mind, he was a late day 3 pick. It's DeAndre Swift's backfield to dominate. We'll finish it off with TreVeyon Henderson, the guy that I keep pushing on everyone. He's going in the 504, just right after DeAndre Swift. I get it, guys. Ramondre Stevenson was back there, but I think that you're punishing TreVeyon Henderson because you drafted him as your RB1, and then he comes out and wasn't even the RB1 on his own team. That happens, but he was a rookie, and he was still a productive rookie at that. He had 1,000 all-purpose yards and caught passes, and towards the tail end of the season, especially when Ramondre was out, he looked explosive. He looked like every bit of the player that you expected him to be when they drafted him as a top 50 pick. If you're looking at anyone and point at them as someone who is not like the others around his ADP, it's TreVeyon Henderson. He has pass catching. He has speed. He has age on his side. The only thing is Ramondre Stevenson, who has fumbled often and we know is an explosive back, albeit he has been efficient at times. Let's just say even if he does remain like this 1-2 punch doesn't take over, at his cost, he's still safe, and I still think he can get you those RB2 numbers with lots and lots of upside if they throw him the ball and they give him more than, let's say, 60% of those running back touches. But that'll do it for me, folks. Those are 5 running backs who have top 5 upside. My name's Jagger May, and this has been a running back breakout episode. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the hype if you're on your mobile device. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.